Well, hello there, and welcome once again to Thought for the Week from Mulberry House. Well, technically not from Mulberry House. It's actually from my study, where we live near Oxford. But it's coming to you under the auspices of Mulberry House, the Nationwide Christian Trust. And I'm so grateful to them for giving me this opportunity, and to Dave Carter, who is the particular chap who runs this. We're just grateful to you, Dave. Thank you so much. We're looking at a fascinating place and time. We're looking at Israel. We're looking at Caesarea, a huge Herodian port city on the Mediterranean. It was one of the wonders of the world in those days. And we're looking at this ministry of the Apostle Peter to a Roman centurion and his family. His name was Cornelius. And he's preaching to them, is Peter, preaching to the household and family of Cornelius and telling them all about Jesus, who is, of course, himself the good news. He is the gospel. There's no gospel, there's no salvation without Jesus. And so Peter is majoring on Jesus, who he is and what he's done. And in verse 41 of chapter 10, Peter is continuing his message. Jesus was not seen by all the people, but by witnesses whom God had already chosen, by us who ate and drank with him after he rose from the dead. Gee, that's an amazing thing, isn't it? After he rose from the dead, he ate and drank with the disciples. I tell you, the resurrection body of Jesus was amazing, because it was just as human as it had been before, but totally transformed. And he still ate and drank in his resurrection body. And I find that interesting. Well, not interesting, utterly fascinating. Because you see, there's going to come a time soon when you and I will be raised up to be with Jesus forever. It's what we refer to as the rapture, when the church, the true church, is taken up to be with Jesus. But we shall be in our resurrection bodies, still us, but totally transformed, immortal bodies. Amazing, isn't it? The good things the Lord has prepared for us. But notice how Peter speaks about their personal encounters with Jesus after he was raised from the dead. It's an amazing thing that between his resurrection and ascension into heaven, the Lord Jesus was moving around Israel, appearing to people, disappearing, being with them to teach them, to encourage them, to strengthen them as his disciples. An amazing fact. And verse 42 tells us that the Lord Jesus commanded us, Peter and his fellow disciples, he commanded us to preach to the people and to testify that he is the one whom God appointed as judge of the living and the dead. All the prophets testify about him, that everyone who believes in him receives forgiveness of sins through his name. All the prophets? Yes. The prophets of the Hebrew Scriptures, the Old Testament. They were all prophesying about Jesus. Jesus fills the whole Bible, doesn't he? Isn't it wonderful? That's how glorious he is. May his blessing be on you this week as you continue to serve him. Bless you then. Bye-bye for now.